The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the WayFM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. With so much drama in the news,
I hate drama, so there you go.
You love drama.
I know I do, right?
this is a drama-free zone. It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
We've all been a part of them. Group chats. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It depends on a lot of factors. I guess the amount of people that are in on the chat.
People that are in on the chat.
And if they stand by the etiquette rules, the unspoken etiquette rules when it comes to group chats. And if you're wondering, well, what are those rules? I hope I'm sticking to them. I have some of the top 3 that you should stick to.
I would love to hear these because I don't like being in group chats, and I remove myself from most of them as quickly as I can.
Okay,
but some I don't feel like I can.
Okay, we're going to approach that
Okay,
one.
let's go.
Okay, let's start with stay on topic. So, for
Yes.
example, if this group chat was started to talk about your spring break plans, keep it spring break.
Yeah.
Don't start veering off onto rabbit trails about something else because that's not what it's for.
Yeah, have that conversation offline between the two of you. Hey,
Right.
I'll text you.
Stay on topic. Number 2, think before you message. So
No, I never do that.
So what this means, though, is every text you send, it's going to send an extra ding to people's phones. If there's 50 people on there, don't like every single thing or love every single thing. Or think before you send that meme. Is everyone going to find that meme funny?
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, too, if you are one of those people that likes to use one-word responses like cool, think it through because
Not needed.
Everybody's going to get that, and it's just one more ding. Okay, and then finally, number 3, mute the conversation. So, Wally, you were talking about how you try and get out of them immediately. Sometimes that can come across as awkward because in group chats, it will show you so-and-so has left the chat. And if they didn't say anything or, justify their actions, then there can be misinterpretation there.
So I've never seen that side of it because I'm always I'm out, and I never get to see somebody else be out. I didn't even know they would know that I was gone.
They do. So instead, mute the conversation.
Okay.
So you can do this by, if you see the group chat in your phone, if you just put your finger on it and drag it to the side, there will be a little icon that pops up that says mute this conversation. You push mute. That way, you'll still be part of the group chat. You just won't get notified every time there's something on it. You can check it
when you want to.
Yeah, at your leisure.
I like that. I do have one extra little tip in here. It's kind of texting tip in general or group chat in general for maybe older people who don't spend as much time in this world. Always look to see who's on it. Like the text. I get so many texts, and I'll quickly fire something back. And I've looked up and then went, oh, there's 3 people on this. And I thought it was one person that was sending me. Because I quickly look at my phone, and then I've been like, oh, that's not going to play well. So always look to see who is in that text before you send it. Now, you could say, just be careful what you send.
One would think that.
That's another option. But if you're just filled with passion like myself and you just can't rein that in.
Well, you could.
At least look to see who's on your text thread.
Great Googly Moogly.
Googly, Moogly.
Great Googly Moogly.
Uplifting WayFM, this is The Wally Show. We Google a lot of things for information, and recently, in the wake of the Olympics, Google put out what people were Googling the most of, and it was things like, why do ice skaters wear gloves? Well, to keep their hands warm, duh. I mean, that's kind of a waste of Google's time. Google's like, are you real? Seriously? All right, keep their hands warm. Why do speed skaters wear glasses? To protect their eyes. I mean, come on, y'all.
It's a good thing you're not Google.
Oh, I know. I would just make fun of people. Mm-hmm. I've had people Google me like lyrics for a song. What are the lyrics for this song? Send me an email. It's like, just Google it.
Just Google it.
Yeah,
I know.
And because that's what I do. Like, I just Google it.
I get it.
How do you steer a luge? This one was good though too. Like, how is curling scored? because it's a little confusing. But it's like bocce ball, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like if you're trying to get to the center of that bullseye and the stone closest to it, you get a point. If you get 2 stones closest, 2 points.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not too crazy, but we like to play a game here on the show called Great Googly Moogly, and this is where we use Google for good. Gavin will ask it an open-ended question. We will try to give an answer, and our goal is to get an answer in the top 5 things that it autofills, or the number 1 answer is the best-case scenario. So with that said, Gavin, give us our Great Googly Moogly question.
Why can't I feel my blank?
Why can't I feel my... Ooh. I'm going to go with something my wife always says.
Why can't I feel my...
Okay, I got mine.
Golly.
I was going to go with... Oh, you got yours yet?
Man, this one is, for some reason, tough.
Is it? I did
Okay,
sometimes.
I'm
lot of
going to go with it.
body
Okay.
parts.
I was going to go with why can't I feel my feelings because I'm dead inside. But I'm going to go with my wife's instead. Why can't I feel my legs? She's always like, my legs are numb. My legs are numb.
Oh,
Is that a
gosh.
problem? Should I go? And I always go, yeah, you might want to get that checked out. And then she never does. So I'm like, after a while, when you keep saying my legs are numb and you don't go do anything about it, you're like,
Yeah.
I can't help you.
I think I'm going to regret saying this out loud, but it was the first thing that came to mind. And then I was like, ugh, but now I'm just going to go with it. Why can't I feel my brain? Now, keep away the jokes
Yeah.
because there's nothing up there.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I took the
Tough.
joke from you. But why can't I feel my brain?
Yeah. Okay.
No one's ever Googled that, I will say.
No brain.
So that's not
If she
on.
only had a brain.
Do I have a brain would have been a good Google. But
Yeah.
no, legs was number 2
Oh!
on this list. So
Wow.
Was
lots
it
of
hands, maybe?
so toes,
Toes.
legs,
I was going to say toes. Was toes one?
toes was 1. There's fingers. The last 2 were kind of weird. Nose
Yeah.
is a weird one.
Yeah.
And then teeth. I
Oh.
don't ever think
Oh,
about.
yeah.
I don't ever think about.
Yeah, but
My
there are
teeth.
times you can feel your teeth. You're like, I feel my teeth now.
When they're
Like-
in pain.
Yeah, or
That's
like when
true.
when you go to the dentist and you've had work done and then you're numb, but then you can still feel your teeth somehow. It's a really weird sensation. Well, all right, let's play a little game with you. We're going to do a round with you, and Betty Rock and I will try to help you as Gavin asked you the great Googly Moogly question. If you'd like to play for a prize, we'll do it right now. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM.
Great Googly Moogly.
Googly Moogly.
Great Googly Moogly.
Uplifting WayFM. This is The Wally Show. Leisha, thank you so much for joining us for a little Great Googly Moogly. Now, here's how it works. Gavin's going to ask Google an open-ended question, and you're going to come up with an answer on your own for this. Betty Rock and I will also do the same thing. And then we will compare answers. You'll have a chance to go with one of us or keep your answer. And your goal is to get an answer on the top 5 things that Google has autofilled this with. And if you get the number 1 answer, you get 2 prizes. So here we go.
How often should I clean my blank? Is the question.
Okay, I have 2 directions to go on this.
I've got one.
3 to I have 3.
Oh, I've got one.
All right, Leisha, what are you going to say? What is your answer for this?
How often should I clean the bathroom?
Okay, that's not a bad answer. I was really stuck between 2. How often should I clean my ears or gutters? Because you clean them both out about the same way.
No.
Yeah,
Ears
with a
you
hose.
should do every day, sir.
Oh, really?
That's disgusting.
I'm going to go with ears then, because apparently I did not
Wow.
know this.
Okay, I
You
was
clean
gonna...
your ears every day?
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Why?
'Cause I think you're cleaning too deep.
Oh, God.
I think you hit brain.
It wasn't that funny, Alicia. I think the answer is how often should I clean my phone?
Oh, that's good
Because
too.
so many people, you use it every single day, but it's got the germs.
Okay. So now you have some choices here, Alicia. You can stay with your bathroom, you can go with my ears, or you can go with Betty Rock's answer there. So what are you going to go for?
I say phone. I didn't think about that, but that
The
makes
phone.
sense.
Okay, I like that. So let's start with first and see if bathroom made the list, Gavin.
Bathroom was number 5 on this
Oh,
list.
you just sneaked in there. You would have gotten a prize right out of the gate. was ears on the list.
Number 1 on the list.
No! Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Possible. That is disgusting, okay? That we're
That is
walking around with a bunch of people full of earwax.
All right, well, no number 1 answer, but if phone is on the list because you went with Betty, you will actually win a prize still, Alicia. So, Gavin, is phone on the list?
I've never seen this before. Every answer is on this list. Phone is number 3.
All right. Nice.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
You were a winner no matter how we sliced it today, Alicia. So congratulations.
Woohoo!
Thanks so much. I enjoy your show.
There's an app for that.
Uplifting Way FM, this is the Wally Show, and it seems like there's an app for just about everything today, and you can't keep track of all of them, so from time to time when we come across something, you think, oh, that could be helpful, we do a little what's appening. And what do you got, Rock?
So there's a new app, and it's called Nearby Glasses. And you might be thinking, well, why would I need that? Well, it could be because you haven't even realized it, but you might have been around someone that was wearing smart glasses. They've made smart glasses so unrecognizable now that they look like normal glasses, but smart glasses are able to record. They're also able to take pictures. They can do video. They can do audio. It's just, a lot of people have called it an intolerable intrusion and just horrible tech.
Yeah, like, because they look like Ray-Bans, and so you can't tell very well.
Have you been around anyone with them?
I don't know.
Well,
I guess not.
That's true. I have. There's a guy at my church. He's
Ooh,
married.
Is he a creeper?
No, he's married. He's a great guy. But he showed me how his work, and he would be like, say something like, Meta, take a picture. And there would be a little flash on the corner of his glasses, and it would take a picture of what he's looking at. He's also a contractor, so he's able to do a video for his clients and show them what things look like.
So whatever he's looking at, they see.
And it's all through his phone, his
kinda cool.
glasses, and it goes straight to his phone. Anyways, if this is something that you are scared about or kind of leeryous of, you might need to get this app. It's called Nearby Glasses, and what it does is it's constantly scanning for nearby signals that emit from Bluetooth-enabled tech, such as wearable devices. And the only bad part is that there is no iPhone app yet. It's just for Android.
Oh, boo.
I know, but I'm sure that it's bound to come.
It's on the way.
Here soon. So if you are nervous about being around anyone that has smart glasses, you may want to get this app, and then it'll give you a notification like, hey, you're standing next to a creeper.
Yeah.
Step away.
I do. I mean, I understand that, especially for women, because that would be a little disconcerting. Like, I watch these TikTok videos of people where these guys purposely go out and they just film random things in public. And then everyone's like, what are you doing? You can't film me. You don't have my consent. And he's like, yeah, I do. It's your public space. There's no privacy. And then they call the cops, and the cops are like, yeah, they can do it. And then everyone gets mad. And they just get clicks that way from me.
You're the problem.
I know,
sir.
I am the problem. So technically, though, somebody wearing these glasses in a public space, it's not illegal.
It's not, but if you know that you're around one, you can take the initiative to move away if need be.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that being a good thing for women.
But it's called Nearby Glasses.
I think to survive, we compartmentalize our lives. Everything has a box, and we kind of put things in there. You've got school, or you've got work, or you've got church. But the reality is, our faith colors everything that we do. That's one of the things I really liked when I was teaching at Colorado Christian University. Faith had to be integrated into the business classes, or whatever the class was. It was a fundamental part of the education as a whole. And I think that's how we change the world.
When I was going to CCU, as a student, I was thinking, how are they going to incorporate the Bible into math? And somehow they made it happen. All CCU online courses are designed for busy adults, and most courses, they're only 5 weeks long, so you can take one class at a time and still have time to enjoy your life.
I know I wrote papers at a campground one time, so it wasn't crazy once you get the system down. So that's why, if you want to continue your education, both Betty and I highly recommend Colorado Christian University.
It's never too late to pursue your passion. Take the first step today and visit online.ccu.edu. CCU is a nonprofit impact partner.
Hey, just remember, they are trying their best.
You know what? I am not going to give up that easy.
It's news-ish
I'm going to make this way harder than it needs to be.
on The Wally Show.
Common courtesy seems to be a thing of the past, especially on planes, and United Airlines is cracking down on loud and potentially bothersome electronics. The airline updated its policy to require passengers to use headphones when listening to audio or watching video content. According to the new policy, United can refuse transport, remove a passenger from a flight, or in some cases permanently ban them if they do not adhere to this policy. This is something that you don't need a policy for, because people should be able to realize that, hey, I'm going to listen to this. Not everyone sitting around me wants to listen to this. I'm going to use my headphones.
I know.
You would think.
Common courtesy.
There's no reason to need a policy, but people are the reason we have policies, why we have laws, because they cannot self-govern to save their lives.
And you know that they wouldn't have made this a rule had it not kept happening.
Yep, I'm telling you, man. The funny thing is, most people who watch or listen to stuff without headphones don't even try to do it quietly. It's like they just don't care that they've got it at full volume, or they feel the need to share it with everyone. I have no idea. I've been on a couple flights where this happened, and the flight attendants came over and asked the person to put on headphones, and they seemed like put out by it. You're like, are you kidding me? It's the kind of thing that should never lead to someone being banned permanently from an airline. It should go like this. It'd be like, hey, sir, I'm going to need you to use headphones if you want to use your phone like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was doing it. That's where it should end.
Yep.
Like, that's it. And they'll even give you headphones.
Yeah.
Done. Problem solved. But then somebody bows up. Like, you can't tell me what to do. It's America. I'm American, you know?
I'm trying not to take it personal. Every time you act like that someone is doing wrong, they tend to have a southern accent.
They really do, yeah, because they usually do.
Rebels.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I don't know. This is not how it goes in our hair-triggered, entitled society. People get belligerent, cops get called, and everything turns into a mess. All of that said, I am flying United to Ghana next week.
And I have no headphones, so I don't.
And I can't afford headphones, and so I'm going to test out this policy and see how she goes. Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show. We've talked about this on the show before, and it's something that Betty Rock definitely has an issue with, and I do too, like tipping fatigue. I think that it gets to be a lot. Every time you go somewhere today, you know, they turn the screen around and ask you for a tip. Even if you're at a counter service thing. Duncan used to not do that. Duncan would take your card, run it, and now they'd never do a tip. And now, and I love Duncan, now they hold out a device on a paddle. It's really weird. And they stick it into your car, and then you do the transaction, and then there's a tip line on it now. Like,
And don't get me wrong. Like, I'm for tipping for good customer service.
Yeah.
But when you ask me to tip before anything has even been done, or
like when you've just taken the order,
or
you know?
or you've done the wrong thing, or you've gotten the order wrong, or you've just done the bare minimum, why should I tip?
I know. And here's the question, though. Betty brought this up, and I think it's a good question. Like, if you work in the customer service industry, a lot of times, you rely on tips to offset the lower salary, and I totally get that. But is it awkward for you to turn that screen around? Mm-hmm. Because what happened is somewhere somebody did it, and they did it once, and they went, oh, the screen's going to ask you a question. And that became like something that everyone's like, well, that's a good idea. The screen's going to ask you a question. It's not me. It's the screen asking you a question. And so I think the way that came about, felt guilty or nervous or whatever about asking, didn't want to ask for the tip.
Yeah, I think tip fatigue has become a common thing that a lot of people are experiencing. So if you work in the customer service, do you feel that same way?
Yeah.
Or do you feel embarrassed? Do you hate having to turn that screen around and say something? Or do you not say anything and just hope that they just, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious. So 855-33-WAY-FM. If you work at a job where you have to flip the screen, do you not like it? Because I know people on the other side of the screen, I can tell you they're not a big fan of it. And so maybe that makes you not like it as well. So I'm just curious. We'd love to get your thoughts on this. 855-33-WAY-FM. No judgment or anything. I'm curious where you land. 855-33-WAY-FM. Is it awkward for you as somebody who has to ask for the tip?
Yes, it was very awkward. I got to where I was pushing skip and then turning it around so they could just confirm their purchase price, because I was like, I'm not doing them a service except literally ringing them up. I was like, this is just awkward. I would be awkward if I was on the other side. I'd be like, should I give them a tip? What did they do?
Angela, I love you. I love that you are proactive and you're like, hey, I'm going to hit skip for them. I'm going to take the awkwardness out of this. And I'm sure your fellow employees that are splitting tips are like, don't work a shift with Angela.
No, the tip went to the company. It didn't even go to us.
What?
Yeah. And then when I learned that, I really started to skip.
Oh, I'd skip every time on that. Angela, I don't use the term hero a lot, but you're a hero.
Thank you.
Are you in a position like that?
Yes, sir. I'm a pet groomer.
Okay, so you're providing a service for people, and I would assume if I have to tip my hairdresser, a hairstylist sounds better. She does so much with so little. So, like, I would assume that tipping you is kind of customary, right?
That would be correct. I've been doing this for 25 years. I work very hard for my money, and I kindly ask them. It prompts for the gratuity first before they move any further. That's the most awkward point, because they're like, it's not working for me. And I say, well, the system prompts for you to do a gratuity. There is a button that says no tip. Nothing is okay, but anything is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, that's awkward when you have to have that conversation about it. One of the things I do is I pay cash for things, and so they're ready for flipping the screen, to go, hey, screen's going to ask you a question, you're going to do a tip thing, and I pull out my cash, and they're like, oh. And they flip the screen back to themselves and hit skip. That's one way that you can avoid it at, like, counter service things, but I wouldn't suggest that, obviously, for places where you've actually gotten service. Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show, and we're going to go back in time a little bit because some artists had humble beginnings and then they became great. And Betty Rock, who do you have for us today?
This one I have Phil Wickham. You know Phil Wickham from classic hits like these.
Oh, I love me some Phil Wickham.
This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love. This is our God. This is who He is. He loves us.
He's like the 2020 version of Chris Tomlin. Like Chris Tomlin was the early 2000s, and I feel like Phil Wickham is kind of just stepping into that zone.
I agree.
His most recent hit is Homesick.
I wanna see my children run to your arms and worship the Savior who wears my scars. There's an ache in my heart. I'm homesick for heaven.
But 20 years ago, he released his first album. 20 years ago, so he was probably in his 20s. And it featured his first single. It was called Shining. Do you remember this hit?
I don't. I remember him coming in here years ago, and he had a Phil Wickham stress ball. It was like shaped like a heart. And we had basically a snowball fight, in essence, with these things. And they had little plastic hands, and someone got hit in the eye.
I'm sure that was all your fault.
Yeah, it was, but not important. I think he got Zach got most of his eyesight back. But yeah, that was fun. And at the time, I didn't know that Phil was going to be as big as he's gotten.
Right. But he first came out with Shining 20 years ago.
And this is why I didn't know he was going to get as big as he's gotten, because this is... Because I used to make fun of him to his face, not behind his back. I'd be like, you just sing so pretty. You are the prettiest singer I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's very haunting.
Yeah, it's very, very sensitive, very emotional. And I'm like, that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
But he found his voice, and
yes,
boy,
he
did he.
Yes, he did. So, without further ado, let's play some Phil Wickham.
The new stuff, the good stuff, right?
No, let's play the show.
No, let's go with the new stuff. Homesick for Heaven by Mr. Phil Wickham on The Wally Show.
My heart belongs to a country and a king, of a land I've always known, but I've never seen.
It's News-ish with Gavin.
Hooray!
I think he needs a little more encouragement. Oh, that's better. Here's Gavin.
Chick-fil-A can do no wrong, right?
Amen and amen.
Went there yesterday by choice. Usually my wife forces me to go, but I was like, I'm feeling a little Chick-fil-A today.
And they treated you right?
Oh, they always do. They're so great. And the food was good, but the fries.
Yeah, they're close to perfect. You're speaking about fries. A couple of years ago, they started using something called pea starch, which I don't know.
I'd rename it.
Who knows what that's
right out of the gate.
Tough name. Don't tell us you're using that. To help their fries stay crispier, and people were not happy because they said that it changed the flavor.
It changed the texture. As well. Like it put almost like a little crust around them.
Listen, you're being too nitpicky.
No,
Chick-fil-A
it's not as
knows
good.
better than us.
I used to love when you'd pick up a Chick-fil-A waffle fry and it was still a little soggy. Yeah.
No, I want mine crispy.
I want it greasy and flavorful.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did complain about the texture, the flavor. They've been pushing for them to return to their original recipe.
Yes.
And this proves that your voice does matter because Chick-fil-A has removed the pea starch? Yeah, the pea starch from their recipe. So now we're going to... It's interesting because I was looking into it. I don't know if they're returning back to their original, if they're going to look for some other new... Because I'm with you. Like, I want it crispy and I want it flavorful.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it feels like we can... It feels like science is good enough to get us there.
I'm glad that we got there without having to go to extreme measures, and we're going to go back to what they should have been because, like, I love a good protest and a good protest sign. 1, 2, 3, no pee for me. 1, 2, 3, no pee for me. Like I would have done that. I probably should have added starch into that, but yeah, I would have definitely made an issue.
My favorite thing is that there's a customer support page on the Chick-fil-A website now. It includes this response where it says, "Does your waffle fry recipe contain pea starch?" No. Well, and to me, it's like I love that people are even going to go to a Chick-fil-A website to complain.
Sure. I can tell you this though, it's not company wide yet because like I said, I was there yesterday and I was all excited and I picked it up and there was pea all over it, pea starch all over it. Yeah.
No pee for me.
1, 2, 3, no pee for me. So the one in Columbia near me is still rocking the pea starch. So hopefully it will. I know we're all like 4 years old here.
PEA.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll be a thing that becomes nationwide.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it has to roll out a little slowly. But maybe ask your independent contractor there, the manager. They have their face there on the wall.
They do.
Ask them. Say, hey, you gonna get rid of that pea?
Okay. You know what? This was supposed to just be about news, and you turned it very immature, okay?
It's what I do. You know, right now, parents are like, Dadgummit, why did I have to tune into this today? And kids are like, that's funny! So, I do a show for the kids. Uplifting Way FM, this is the Wally Show, and FOMO is a real thing, and sometimes it's not even like missing out. You just find out something in a way that you would not be like totally thrilled with.
Yeah, so recently I had a close friend of mine that she announced a big life change.
Yeah.
But I found out about it through Facebook.
And you guys think you're close? Or you think you're close?
I would consider her one of my closest friends.
Oh, wow.
And so I was a little bit like...
Is it possibly she has a lot of close friends and that's why she did it like this, just to let everybody know at once?
No.
No? Okay, so it is personal.
But however, this friend does have multiple kids.
Sure.
So maybe...
Yeah, texting someone would be really hard.
Stop. See, it already hurt. And now here I am talking about it and it hurts again.
It hurts more.
So I don't know. Like, I hated that I found out about it on Facebook.
Yeah, I get that. Like, for me, I just don't care about anything like going on in people's lives.
Negative and horrible.
I am. Yes, I get that. But I'm not. I'm happy. So I don't get worked up about it. Like, if I found out something, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, I don't live in that world. But I see why it would hurt you if you think you're close with somebody and then you find out this information. Like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So but I can't be the only one that has felt this way, where you found out some important information that should have been told to you one-on-one, maybe through a text or a phone call or in person.
Would a text have sufficed, or would you?
Yeah.
Okay, you would have been happy with that? I doubt it.
Stop.
We'd be doing this same conversation
Stop.
about.
No.
I think you should call someone, not just text them.
No, I would not. No, because I get it.
Okay.
But all that to say, like, I know that there are other avenues of ways people have found out important things, and it might not have been the best way.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's see if Betty Rock is the only one. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. What was that thing you found out on, like, Facebook or social media or some other, like, way that just didn't sit right with you? What was the news? 855-33-WAY-FM.
What's that bit of information you found out in an odd way?
Oh, mine gets worse. We found out that my dad was very ill on Facebook. And that my grandfather was very ill on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Like you could text the kids.
So was it your mom that was holding back the information?
So it was my stepmom. And, like, we don't have a terrible relationship. It's just they didn't think to maybe tell the kids before we posted it on Facebook.
What? Does that make sense to you?
Nope, not at all.
It does if your stepmom don't like you.
Why are you creating drama? You just look for ways to create drama.
No, I think that sometimes people don't think is honestly it. Like, you're like, okay, or you think I can just let everybody know this way and it's just easier than 15 different texts.
I think that was more of it.
Yeah, but then you lose the personal effect of that people want. Like, even though it's bad news and you might not want to tell everybody, people still want it delivered to them in person a lot of times.
Exactly. And, like, she was posting on Facebook asking for prayers for the situation, but didn't think, oh, wait, I should tell the kids before we tell the rest of the world.
Yeah, like, even the police, like, don't release victims' names until the next of kin is notified. That should be the rule. So what was that thing you found out in a way that you weren't thrilled with?
I found out my grandmother passed away via text message.
Okay, so you would have rather have had a call on that one.
Yes, because I was in the middle of an appointment and I just started crying and they thought I was having a breakdown. And I was trying to explain, like, I couldn't make myself understood because I was crying so hard. So I had to leave. And then when I calmed down, call back and go, I'm not crazy. Here's what happened.
So have they always kind of done this stuff, or is this new?
They called me when my brother passed away, but they texted me when Grandma passed. And it was, the only thing I think of is that maybe they had just found out and they were still in shock. But yeah, that was a really difficult way to get that information.
I think it's different for, like, a brother you call and grandparents, because, like, not everybody even goes to the grandparent funeral.
Yeah.
And so maybe there's a different layer for that. Well, Mary, we appreciate you being on the show with us today. Thank you.
You too. Thank you, guys.
So, Tiffany, have you ever found out something in a way that you're like, I didn't really love that?
So I was on Facebook the other day and found out that my ex-mother-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I reached out to my ex-husband and just said, I'm so sorry. I just heard about your mom. And he said, what are you talking about?
Oh,
he's like, here's Tiffany starting drama again.
Yeah, his dad didn't tell him.
Why did his dad not tell him?
Maybe his dad has Alzheimer's.
He said that he thought that he already knew. I guess he just assumed and posted it for the world.
I will tell you this. My kid will not know when I'm sick because she already worries about health stuff anyway. So I'm not going to tell her, like, until it's, like, super late.
Wait a minute.
What?
This is a guy that will text his daughter a picture of, like, a mole on his hand, and he'll say, like, hey, does this look bad to you? Okay, hope you're having a great day. Bye. Just to bait her to see if she will react and say, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Like, he needs that much validation. So, yeah, let's not feel sorry for this guy.
Attention, please. Uplifting Way FM. Celebrities are just like you and me, except for the mansions, tigers, and sequins. It's the Rock Report with Betty Rock.
I bet you never thought about who is the best dinosaur character. But online, that's where things are made, okay?
This is why I love the internet, because
Right.
they'll take something that you would never even have a conversation for more than a second and a half about, and it becomes a thing.
Exactly. So people are sharing who they think are the best dinosaur characters. I want to give a couple of honorable mentions.
Okay.
The first one being Toy Story's Rex. You remember him.
I love Rex. That's a good one.
And also Barney got an honorable mention.
I love you. So creepy.
I'm surprised that Barney's not like in the top. Like,
know.
But he annoys
So
me.
I've got the top 3 most popular. Coming in at number 3, if you're a kid from the 90s, you'll know this one. Littlefoot from Land Before Time.
Do you remember the way to the Great Valley?
I do.
I guess so. But why do I have to know? You're gonna be with me.
Man.
She's not.
Yeah, you could not go extinct fast enough for me on that one.
What are you talking about?
Littlefoot is precious.
Oh, it's so cute.
Coming in at number 2 is Yoshi from Nintendo's Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, I guess Yoshi's a dinosaur. Yeah, like he doesn't really, I mean, he's so stylized. I've never thought about it. So I love Yoshi. I always pick him for Mario Kart. But I've never thought that, oh, that's a dinosaur. Yeah. Who's number 1 then?
Coming in at number 1 was surprising to me because he was popular back in like the 50s and 60s, but he's still coming in at number 1. It's Dino from the Flintstones.
Really?
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
Yeah, and I like, because the Flintstones was more in my era than The Land Before Time, but I very rarely remember Dino. His name was Dino.
Oh, Dino, not Dino.
Yeah, Dino, the dinosaur.
Dino.
But I don't really like remember him as being like a real focal. He was basically their version of a house dog. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but he's still a favorite in many people's hearts.
Yeah. So I guess the internet has done its thing. And
once again, thank you, internet.
And wasted all of our time, and we just did with you as well. So you're welcome. Uplifting Way FM, this is the Wally Show. And recently there was a guy that bought an old house in a different city from where he lived, but he found something that really shocked him. He had some contractors come in and they were redoing the floorboards, and they're pulling up the floorboards, and underneath the floorboard for padding, they had used some newspaper. And so he is sitting there looking at all this stuff, and he looks at the newspaper and he notices that on the cover of the newspaper is a picture of his mom.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Wait, was she on the paper for like America's Most Wanted or
Yeah,
something?
no. She was, it was the Fargo Forum from 1946. His mom was the homecoming queen at North Dakota State, and it was on the paper, but then somebody had just used the paper to shim the floor, in essence.
It was just ironic.
And then, like, all these years later, from like 1946 till now, he randomly buys this house, and there is a picture of his mom under the floorboards.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, weird, but cool.
Weird, but cool, yeah.
He said finding it felt like she was looking down on him and giving him a big thumbs up that he bought the right house.
Aww.
Or that she will always be in your life. You can never get away. No, and so, but it did make me think about this, because like inside of our faith, we look at things and we try to attach meaning to things all the time. And sometimes people chalk things up to coincidence, but other times, like, people are like, you know what? I actually think that was God giving me a sign or giving me something that I needed,
And sometimes it only makes sense to you.
Right.
When you tell it to others, they might be like, but I think sometimes you just know deep down in your spirit that it is from God.
I know a lot of people will have like a bird that they see and they feel it's for a loved one, like my wife, cardinals. And like she says it never fails. If I'm having a really bad day where I'm missing my mom, I'll see a cardinal, and like that's God knowing what I need and just giving me that little moment of joy inside of the heartbreak, kind of thing. And so that's what we'd love to talk about with you. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. What was that thing that you got that you kind of thought was a sign from God? Some people call them God winks, or just something letting you know that he's there and he sees you. 855-33-WAY-FM. We'll take yours right now. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes, and one of the ones that stand out the most was actually my mother-in-law's mom was passing away. We were coming to that time, and we had visited her all, weekly basis and so forth. And whenever she needed something, she would page us on a pager, 007. And that was her sign to say, hey, I need something. And we would come and, bring it to her. Well, we got a call that she had passed, and we were on our way up to take care of the arrangement. And on the way, we got a page on our pager that was said 007, and she had already passed. And so we knew at that moment it was God telling us that she made it home and she was okay.
I wonder if that text cost more from heaven. Normal texting rates will apply. And so have you ever experienced something like that, kind of a sign from God?
Yes, I definitely have. My father died a long time ago, but my mother died a few years ago. And on my birthday, following the year that my mother died, the very first birthday after she died, I saw a dragonfly. And that was my mom's favorite. She always got excited when she saw dragonflies. And my dad's favorite was a hummingbird, and I also saw a hummingbird on my birthday that day.
That's pretty cool because it's something that's important to you, and maybe that's helpful because then it keeps reminding you of your loved one, and it also just reminds you that God does care about the small things and the big things.
Definitely.
But what do you do if you had seen that same situation and the bird was eating the dragonfly? You're like, oh, geez, I don't even know what you're trying to tell me now.
Here's something that I am amazed by with you, Wally, and I seem to never get over it. Is how you can turn something so beautiful and spiritual into something so horrible.
It's a spiritual gift.
It really is. It really is. Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.